We're ready to go here as we quickly into semifinal action. There's truly Jeff Myers and the legend that we call Nick Martinez with us here once again, Judson University. Exciting semifinal action. This game started quickly, young man.
Oh, yeah. It was like quick turnaround. We got up here, and then they just started playing. They were ready to roll here.
Right off the bat. Kylie Deegan is once again in the circle for the Red Raiders. We saw her yesterday. Of course, it's been solid victories for the Red Raiders. They were a 12-2 winner over Melrose Park in a game yesterday. Here's the delivery foul to the just shy of first base there. You enjoy these games, don't you, Nick?
Oh, yeah, it's super fun. My personal third year doing this, and it's always fun to come back. They just do such a great event, the parents and volunteers, like with concessions and stuff. But it's cool to see how the teams evolve over the 3 days, get the experience, too.
No question about that. You've been with us for a couple of days. You know we're at Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. That's where our home base is, and all what you see, the video work coming your way and all that great audio work from Nick, that is a Beacon Academy. They are students of South Elgin High School. Here's the delivery, and that is strike. Hey, we got our quick strike man back. You have to count 3.5 before you say ball or strike.
Exactly.
We found it out.
Time it right.
He knows he controls the game. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Have to throw out at first, and that is out number one. Nicely done with that. Again, Palatine, tell me, you've seen them.
Yeah, the Stingrays, they're a really strong squad. I mean, they love to put up runs early in these types of games, but they also can put runs late to kind of stay in the battle with these tougher teams, and especially in semifinal games like these. These are the teams that compete, and these are the teams that ultimately can win a tournament.
Our next batter is Kate Cartwright. I do believe she's drawing the starting assignment pitching-wise in this contest. She someday wants to be a future teacher. Your plans are being a legendary broadcaster. Is that right,
I
Nick?
hope so. Yeah. Following your footsteps.
Oh,
Jeff.
you're most kind, young man. That's ball a little outside. These have been great games. And again, we've seen how good the field is. We've had a lot of rain, and the temperature, we probably lost 35 degrees in one day.
Yeah.
So it's been chilly here today. A little bit behind schedule, but we are enjoying the action coming your way.
Well, it's typical Chicago weather. Two nice summer days, and then you get this rain and cold.
That's right. So if you're watching on YouTube in California, that's our typical weather right here. We just gave that weather forecast to you. Appreciate that. The YouTube experience you have is always great. Your relatives all over the world can see you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for these players, too. It's great exposure. You know, not all family members can make it out to tournament games like these, so it's awesome with the Beacon Academy streams.
So wherever you're watching, we say hello to you. How about that? 2-2 the count is. Second batter up there for the Stingrays of Palatine. They've had games that were well pitched. They won 4-1 and 4-3. You've seen those two games, haven't you?
They had a comeback win last night. It was a super great game between the Stingrays and the Homer Heat. Walk-off win there for the Stingrays. That's got to give a lot of momentum going into these final games of the tournament.
As we chatted, that's going to be the third out right there. Quick strike call. That was called that one. So no runs. And no advancement there in that first half inning, and now we will get a chance to see the Huntley Red Raiders come to the dish.
Yeah, Huntley, just a strong hitting team. They're so deep at each position for pitching, and ton of hitters that contribute. It looks like it should be, as it has been, Kylie Deegan to lead off. I mean, she's been living off doubles in this tournament. So has Sophia Erickson, second in the lineup. She loves to steal bases. It's just strong Huntley team from top to bottom.
And they have been for many seasons. Of course, we're seeing Ben Erickson in action here as he did all the fancy work on the field. In between games, as did our lady scoreboard lady. You were working the field a little bit, weren't you, my dear? Congratulations. We were sitting here just staying warm. All right, here we go. As we set that up again, should be Kate Cartwright. She is in the circle and start things off for Palatine. And the first batter, stepping up there, as you mentioned, will be Kylie Deegan, who is the pitcher, we should say, for the Red Raiders. So here we go. You've seen Kylie in action now for 3 seasons, haven't you?
Yeah. She's just does such a good job in this leadoff position, really sets the tone for the Huntley Red Raiders, and just the crafty lineup with Erickson and Zapata in the top 3 as well. It's just a great lineup to start with for Huntley.
We have great camera work there. You saw some of the great shots behind home plate there. I think next year, when you come back as headed for college, we want to sit there, don't we? Right behind the screen.
Yeah.
See all the action.
Be nice.
So here we go. Let's see how things will set up for the Huntley Red Raiders Semi-final game we're in. We're behind schedule a little bit if you're charting. This is the third of 5 games on this day, as the rains didn't curtail anything except you had to sweep the rains off this great field. There's a tapper down to the third second. Let's see the throw on to first and out. Great defensive play that time. Nicely done by Palatine.
Just a great read. I mean, you don't know with those balls if they're going to go foul, but just a heads-up play for the Stingrays, and that's really good to get the quick out there against their best hitter in Deegan.
Yeah, these are fine fielding squads, and that keeps the, you don't have those 10-run rules.
Yeah.
These matchup here. This should be Sophia, is it not? Sophia Erickson?
Yeah.
Pint-sized shortstop. The Outsiders, her favorite movie. What's your favorite movie since you're so young as well?
Oh, I'm a big How to Train Your Dragon guy. I like the DreamWorks movies. Yeah, one of my favorite movies for sure.
Boy, I've sat through that many times. Here we go. Ball 1, second batter, semifinal game, first of 2 that we'll have. Then a championship tilt will take place on this same evening, a little bit later than scheduled. Hope you don't have an early dinner date, do you?
No, not today. I scheduled it perfectly,
I
so
think
it worked
so.
out.
A little outside on that one. So ball 2 it is.
Good eye from Erickson. Good way to read the pitcher early on. This is the first time that Erickson is seeing the pitching here for the Stingrays, and good way to stay down.
Delivery by Cartwright. It's going to be, might not have got a piece of that, but it is a strike swing on that one. So a 2-1 count it is. Semi-final play. Exciting times taking place here. And last year, of course, the Huntley Red Raiders into the championship game as well.
Yeah. Lost to the Sluggers 3-2. Looking for a revenge year this year.
Let's see the speed of young Erickson. Ooh, a nice defense. We're seeing good defense here. Shortstop on to first. So sprinting down there, Erickson was out number 2 in this first frame. That should bring up to the dish. As we're seeing right now for Huntley, we should say that's Zapata, Gabby Zapata. The first second will step in there, batting third here. As we're ready for action. Here comes the delivery from Cartwright. Oh, change of pace.
Yeah, they're doing such a great job reading the pitches, taking what Cartwright's giving her. Zapata, one of the best hitters on this team and one of the best in battling in the box.
We'll find the delivery coming your way. Outside. Ball 2. We talked about this a lot. Of course, Jenny Finch, the great star, the great softball star, she pitched on this field for the Chicago Bandits in the 9 and 10 season. 2008, they played here, but she was at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this field in this place just has so much history. It's super cool to hear every year.
Popped it up. That's going to be in the first half inning, just like that. Quickly, 1, 2, 3 it was.
Yeah. Both teams battling so far. I mean, scoreless with these two types of teams that are so good at putting runs on the board. It's just a defensive battle right now between the infield play and the pitching as well. Deegan and Cartwright getting some strikeouts. It's good to see to keep that competitive play early.
It sure is. Exactly as you mentioned, everybody's into the game. They're on their toes. They're ready for action, just like our crew.
Exactly like the crew.
We appreciate the great work of the crew as there's all kinds of festivities going on this Sunday weekend, as you might expect, with high school ending. So some are at graduation parties. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess maybe some graduation parties, but it's good to keep that blend between doing these games. I mean, yesterday some students worked here for 12 hours in these streams, but it's good to get a break once in a while, especially when it's this cold outside.
Although you're a broadcaster, you're always ready for work.
Oh, yeah, I got to keep the voice ready.
That's right. Yeah, we see some warm-ups out there. So here we go. It will be the top of the second inning. Semi-final. The winner of this game would march into the championship game to determine their opponent next. And we're ready to go for the top of the second. So let's see how they line things up for the Stingrays. You've seen Palatine, as you talked about there. Who caught your eye for Palatine?
Oh, there's a ton, but I think number one right now is Kelly Siegmeyer for the Stingrays. She's just such a great cleanup hitter whenever she's put in the fourth batting position. One of the strong hitters on this team, but also does a lot on the infield as well.
It's Katie May up there right now. Katie May took that first pitch. Here comes the next delivery from Kylie. Ground ball, foul, just shy of third. Everybody's seeing this softball well, aren't they, in this opening game?
Yeah.
Big hits, but they're swinging.
Yeah, they're getting contact early. They just got to find the right angle of attack here. Both teams in a similar position so far.
Deegan Here comes the delivery. Change of pace. A little too tall on that one. You talked to the players. They weren't chilly or anything today, were they? I mean, it was 54 degrees earlier this day after it was 83 yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I think early on they were with a lot of players were wearing jackets and warming up too. But, I mean, it warmed up just a tiny bit, but at least it's not raining and pouring like it was earlier.
How often do you lose 40 degrees in temperature in a day?
Yeah. Especially when you're playing a sport that's super hard to go through.
Swing on that one. 2 strikes it would be now. 3-2 the counts. Katie May, Blind Side is her favorite movie. She's going to be a future teacher, and she will be Palatine. High school is where she will go to school. Here comes the delivery, and tall it is. There's a walk. First base runner, that's going to put May on first. For the Stingrays. That will lead to the dish here in a situation where she's taking a good look at the coach there. Seeing if
Getting some words of advice. Both teams do such a great job of coaching. I love seeing when Sophia's out there for Huntley, her dad, Ben Erickson, of course, giving her words of encouragement when he's over at third and she's up to bat. It's just cool dynamic to see between player and coach.
Liv Tipton is the batter. She steps in there again. To the ball, 1 count now. Here comes a delivery from Deegan. Bounce in. No advancement there. Great stop by the catcher. 2-0 it will be. We're seeing very good defense in the early moments of this semifinal game.
Oh, yeah. Both teams doing a great job on the defensive side.
2-0 delivery coming our way next. Deegan. Signal. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, bounce it again. No advancement. Catcher stopped it. Rolled between her legs, but she stopped it. No advancement there. They're being tested.
Yeah.
The catcher's being tested there right off the bat.
That's Bizdusek, Danny. Good job there blocking. That's one of the underrated skills of being a catcher is blocking those types of pitches.
Yeah. And ball 4. Walk it is. 2 runners on. Just 1 out.
Back-to-back walks now for Deegan. Yeah. Good start for the Stingrays.
With nobody on, I should say. Yeah. Southpaw will swing here, and that's going to be Taylor Melton stepping in there. Wants to become a WNBA player. I like that. Play for the Sky.
Yeah, stay here over in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah. So let's see how we play that. The infield's tight. They might push the bunt here, although we don't know the history of her hitting ability. She looks like she's swinging away high again. Looks like maybe nerves a little bit for Deegan. Start things off.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit rusty, but I think that's just because of the conditions. It's Deegan's first time out here today. Got to get used to it. Got to get your rhythm. We saw Jessica Fuller in their first game find her rhythm. I think Deegan's just got to go through the same change of pace.
She looked great yesterday.
Yeah.
In between their games, they were running the scoreboard. That is really, we'll give them college credits for that, won't we? That was great. Squad came up and did their duties. Here comes the delivery. Shot the third. This could be the force out right there, and that should be it. Nice scoop there in the one hopper. Yeah. And nice play. Turned around, stepped on third. That's an out right there. First down of this inning. So 2 runners remain on it, first and second. Now 1 out.
That's just a heads-up play for Zapata. I mean, to know that there's a force out and to get the bases loaded, sometimes you can have that confusion.
Yeah. Knew she had the play behind her. Sometimes you throw too quickly, as you know. That'll bring up Gianna Demos will step in there. Twister, her favorite movie. That's way before your time.
I know. I've never seen Twister.
I was going to say, it's like a 1996 movie. She must watch that with Granddad.
Could have been, yeah.
It's a fine movie, but you kids don't go all that far back sometimes. So that gets away, and the runners advance. Second and third. Palatine trying to get on board first here at the top of the second frame. Deegan gets the sign here from the circle. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Gets away. It might have been foul tip. Foul tip it was. Yeah, because the runners didn't advance on that. Everybody's playing tight. I love it when they back up the pitcher now. When the shortstop there, Erickson, will back up that toss back to the pitcher. Second and third, as we said, 1 out. Key moment here in this early semifinal. Change of pace. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. She was well in front of that one.
Yeah. Good pitching from Deegan. Like we said, she's starting to get her rhythm now.
Yep. it has been a longer day than you expect, and you do get out of body rhythm, don't you?
Yeah. I
When
mean,
you're ready to go in a rain delay.
Huntley has the advantage, though, having played today. Palatine played last night, so you can kind of see that Huntley's already kind of gotten used to these conditions so far.
We have a 1-2 count. Again, one out, runners on second and third. No score so far. Palatine at the dish here. Huntley in the field. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a little high. Waited for the arm, didn't see it that time.
Yeah, I thought that could have been down the middle.
That was a close pitch. How about that?
Yeah.
2-2 the count is. Deegan, the look, the delivery, here it is. High again. She's trying to throw that fastball maybe faster than she can.
Good way to work the count, though. Make it full. I mean, it was a 1-2 count earlier.
Yeah, no, they're showing patience here, no doubt about it. So here's the key 3-2 delivery. Well, and this is going to be a run right here. Let's see if the play at home there's not. So that wild pitch gets a runner on first. The runner from second advances a third, and Palatine's on the board.
That's a great way to start for Palatine. Use the advantage that you have with runners out there and still only have one out in the top of the second, and a great way to strike first, especially against this Huntley team that has the ability to put a ton of runs on the board.
Next batter is Kelly. Tell me about her. You give me
Siegmeyer, yeah. One of the great hitters, obviously a lefty southpaw. She has the potential to put more runners in a scoring position.
The wild pitch, rare showing of, wildness taking place for Deegan.
Yeah, that's back-to-back now for Deegan.
2 runs have crossed the plate here for this squad. Huntley Red Raiders playing defense, but Palatine's taking all advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
They still have runner on second base. There's that strike we were waiting for. Inside corner. A 1-1 count, 2 runs in. Exciting softball all the way for the rest of this night. Another semifinal game to follow. Then the championship game comes your way from Judson University. That is going to be strike on the corner. I knew it. Strike 2. We've slowed down our play-by-play specifically for this situational set. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Deegan. In the air. If it's caught, it's going to be a sacrifice fly. If it's not, it's going to drive in. They'll run easily here, and it's going to be the double there. She's going to go on to third. There might be a play here at third, and she is safe. So a triple it is to drive in another run.
That's what I was talking about with Siegmeyer. She has the potential to take over games, and that RBI triple just adds to the momentum on the side of the Stingrays early on in this game.
No question about that. They seem to be very comfortable in this set. Brings up our next hitter. Still only one out. Runner on third. 3 runs in. Oh, it almost got away. Nice stop there by the catcher. Nicely done. Our batter would be Taylor Moser. Elf. Again, that's too far back for me.
No, I'm a big fan of Elf.
Okay, you are. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Here's that next one. A strike. Throw down to third. Trying to catch that napping down there. 3 runs in. Runner on third. Only one out here in the top of the second. Semifinal game. Palatine has scored first to lead the way. Deegan, the delivery from the circle. Change of pace too high. She's a wild bit, is she not? Not controlling all the pitches.
Yeah. I think, like we've been saying, once she gets those couple of strikes in a row, she starts to find her rhythm, and then she can get those quick outs against this tough Palatine team.
In the dirt once again. Catchers are doing double duty here. Really doing great work. So it becomes a 3-1 count.
The good thing about this Huntley Red Raiders team is they're very deep in the pitching position. So if Coach Ben Erickson thinks that a change has to be made, they have plenty of positions to go to.
Got the fastball right by her. 3-2 it is now. Very important pitch here. Runner on third. 3 runs already in. Only one out. 3-2 count on the batter. Deegan from the circle. And a strong-looking Courtney Kubek will be the next hitter. That's in the air. This should be caught by the second sacker. No advancement there. Nicely done. That's a perfect out. Perfect out right there.
That's a way to respond after the 3 straight runs without an out. That's just great team play from Huntley, but the Stingrays still have one out to work with if they want to get another run scored.
Here comes Courtney Kubek. Spells it just the way Tony Kubek, before your time, but a long-time New York Yankee. A very good player from Wisconsin originally. Here comes the wild pitch and another run. My heavens, certainly out of character a little bit here, aren't we?
Yeah. RBI triple for Siegmeyer, and now she finally gets the tag home plate. Huntley just can't respond against the Stingrays offense.
Yeah, they're versatile and taking advantage of everything, like you say. Deegan, the delivery from the circle. This will be once again low. Struggling just a little bit, but it can be a long game, although we can only play 75 minutes, isn't that right?
Yeah, 75-minute time limit. That kind of makes it a different aspect
It
for
does.
teams, yeah.
The 10-1 rule is one thing, but that 75-minute
Yeah.
can be something different. There is going to be a strike. I knew it. Strike one, 2-1 to count. 2 out, 4 runners in for Palatine. Here comes the delivery. It's a little outside, 3-1. We pause for a dramatic pause.
Dramatic effect.
That was close, wasn't it? It was. Here we go. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. That's going to be ball 4. Just does not have that control, does she?
Yeah, Deegan struggling a little bit on the mound there. Kind of off to see because usually we see these perfect innings.
Let's switch pitchers here. Nick, Coach Erickson came out and pointed
Looks
to
like
left
it.
field. Yeah, he said, we're going to the left fielder. Again, it was a great showing last night for Deegan. Just one of those days. And let's see what all the changes that Skipper Erickson will make. We'll see where we end up here, Nick.
Looks like it could be Claire Lieb. This would be the first time I've seen her pitch for this Huntley team. Claire Lieb, number 13. Like I said, they're deep in every position, and especially the pitching position. So Ben Erickson and the Huntley team have plenty of ways to go here. Looks like they're going with Lieb.
Yeah, all right. You know the squad so well. Ben's taking a look at Lieb's deliveries here in some warm-ups.
Interesting to see because Jessica Fuller pitched just the game before when Huntley won 9-3. Don't know if they'll go with her, try to give her some rest if they need her for the championship game. But if the lead keeps growing, you might have to go to your best pitcher on the team.
Got to stop the flood
Yeah.
somehow. So she's getting her warm-ups. Perhaps that would mean would your pitcher, would she stay in? Would Deegan stay in the game and go to left field?
It looks like that she'll go to left field. I mean, or it looks like she might go to shortstop, actually.
All right, we're going to move all over the place.
Yeah.
We made a gesture towards that area. Could have
Yeah.
been short or left.
Yeah. I think Erickson just moved out in the left.
Sophia goes to left field. The change that we see there, and a great look at that. You get a great chance to see. It's a windy day here at Elgin, Illinois, and Judson University. So you're not having trouble if you were up too late last night. Our camera is blowing around in the wind out there. It's a great shot from center field right there, but it's on a tall ladder out there, and the gust of winds are pretty good today.
Yeah, very strong today. You can see that they're affecting different aspects of the game, but definitely affecting our cameras.
Yeah, that's a tall order out there, but again, a beautiful facility it is here at Judson University. And there you see it. Hey, we got a great crew, a close-up of our troubled camera. The wind right
in the
there.
bag too, yeah, trying to
that great?
protect it.
Looks like a ghost out there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Great shot, guys. You got a great crew today. We appreciate that. The windy camera out there from the Windy City almost.
Yeah.
So let's see how we play it. Runner on. We have 2 out, 4 in. Lieb. Oh, there's going to be a shot to right field. This is catchable. Yes.
Big play
Nice
for
job.
Huntley.
Yeah, that would have rolled and scored at least 1 for sure. So in that inning, we had 4 runs on several walks. So it's a great half inning it was for Palatine. After 1.5 innings of play, it's the Stingrays 4, the Huntley Red Raiders coming to bat here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how Huntley's going to respond. They have made the call the entire tournament, undefeated right now, but it's interested to see what they'll do in the bottom of the second.
Let's get a chance to talk about our great sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. You know they got 35 area of McDonald's in our areas, and they've been serving the community since 1967. Stop by one of those great area McDonald's. We've said this many times. What did we invent? What did they invent? The Bear Family McDonald's. They invented for the entire nation. What did they invent? Our scoreboard person knows this. They invented the 2-lane drive-through, conceived by McDonald's, Elgin, Illinois, Bear Family. You go there, you got 2 lanes, and they lead to 1, don't they?
Yeah.
That was drawn up right here.
Wow, look at that. More interesting facts. There you go.
That's a proud moment for us here, isn't it? Congratulations, Bear Family McDonald's. They're actually all over our Chicagoland area, and we appreciate their great work. All right, what's going to happen in this bottom of the second frame? We're going to see that these guys fight back?
Yeah, I feel like Huntley just hasn't found their rhythm yet, but with the middle of their lineup coming up, it's a great opportunity to put some runs on the board, especially the home run leader of this tournament, Jessica Fuller, number 11 for Huntley, had a home run earlier today in deep center field, and this is the type of situation that Fuller needs to take advantage against the Stingrays. This is her first time at bat, and let's see what she can do on deck as she waits.
Yeah, she waits right now. Who's our batting right now for us?
Catcher, Danny Bizdusek.
All right, Danny will step in there. She did a nice job defensively in that top of this inning, stopping many a potential wild pitch. Dusek is a good-looking athlete, Rookie of the Year, her favorite movie. She'll attend the Red Raiders Huntley High School in the future. Dusek has that power to mention. Here's our delivery. Change down, third baseline, foul. She waited nicely on that, just a little bit ahead of it.
Yeah. Now in a 0-2 hole. This is great positioning for the Stingrays. Huntley just hasn't gotten to their usual type of play.
So we'll find out how they respond, the Red Raiders. They have a great record over the last few years. No question about that. There's going to be a tapper. This is a throwable out over the first. It goes wild, number one. Good defense we're seeing. Wild pitches maybe and some walks. We're seeing good defense in this tilt.
I mean, I think it's just the throws across the diamond for the Stingrays. Those throws from shortstop to first or third to first, that's getting quick outs. Huntley hasn't seen a team that can make those throws yet in this tournament.
Jessica Fuller will step to the dish. A little high on that one. Ball one it is. Yeah, Palatine ahead 4-0. We appreciate you being aboard wherever you might be watching on YouTube and elsewhere. We are at Judson University, Elgin, Illinois. Exciting I-90 invite it is. I-90 is just around the corner here. That's how we came up with the name of the tournament. Could be the 31 invite as well.
I was just about to say.
If you press it, Route 31.
Technically.
Yeah, rolls right through. But I-90 a little bit to our way here. Here we go. 2 balls on the hitter now, ball 3. On Jessica. What kind of comeback ability will Huntley have in this game? That's our question for this semifinal play-in game. Signal. Here's a delivery from the dish. From the circle, we should say, to the dish. And there's that strike. The 3-1 automatic almost there. Nick.
Yeah. Good pitch there for a Cartwright.
Gets the signal again. 1 out, nobody on. There's a shot up the middle. There's a base hit. The fielder gets it out in center field. That'll hold her to a single. 1 on, 1 out.
That's what we were talking about. Jessica Fuller can make those big plays for this Huntley team. Now you got 2 back-to-back hitters that can make something happen in Lieb and Ledgerwood for Huntley. This is brewing to be something good for Huntley.
We could have a slugfest here. Here comes our delivery. And it's runner going. Throw down there close. The throw might have beat her, but it bounced in. Couldn't get the tag on.
I don't think she tagged in time. Yeah. It was close, though.
It was. It was a nice toss. Nice catch by the shortstop as well. Runner on second now with the 1 out. And ball 1. Lieb at the dish. Claire digging in. Catcher getting a signal from the skipper. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Change up that is on the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1.
Let's see how aggressive this Red Raiders team is. See if they go at some of those pitches, trying to get those choppers and try to split the gap to get more base runners out there.
Here comes the delivery. Tap going to be fouled. They're not used to being behind at all, really.
Yeah.
This early, certainly not. So we have to see their comeback ability here for the Huntley Red Raiders.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. They haven't trailed this entire tournament, so how are they going to respond? We'll see in these next 2 innings. This is the biggest swing for them right now.
The 1-2 delivery coming your way from the circle. Here it is, in strike 3. I think she was fooled on that one.
Got her looking.
Yeah,
it's confusing the hitter a little bit.
It was. She maybe thought a change of pace, but it's a fastball. Outside corner, she never moved an inch.
No, it just froze. I mean, with those types of pitches, you don't know what to do in those situations.
The body not going to react. The body's not going to react as quick as the body. There's a ground
timing.
ball. This is a key play right here. Nice job of the shortstop on the first. And that is going to be an out.
Wow,
good
what
defense.
A throw.
Great fundamental defense we're seeing.
Yeah. Great defense from the Stingrays. That's how they've grown their lead, but then that's also how they've kept it. What a way to shut out a Huntley team that was so close to getting their first run on the board. That's a huge momentum inning for the Stingrays team.
It is. We played 2 full innings and 4-0. It is Palatine on top. Happy you've joined us wherever it might be. We're enjoying this from the I-90 invite, as we said. Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. This is exciting softball, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, super exciting. 3 great days of softball action here at Judson. It's just great to see a bunch of these great teams compete at a high level, and it gives these players such a great experience, obviously heading into high school down the line and getting that competitive spirit, and in the summer to get the travel season started.
Yeah, no question about that. And they certainly look forward to this tournament every year, don't they?
Oh, yeah, all the players and all the fans and the family members, too, even for the streams, as well as the in-field attendance. Obviously not as much as we're used to seeing with the weather in effect.
Yeah. We had a great crowd. We had a solid crowd yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
they were up on the hill there in their great seats and also listening on YouTube as well and watching. So it's great. Lieb, again, we'll go back to the circle here. And this important half inning, we would think defensively for the Raiders, keep as close as we can.
Yeah, you got to respond after the Stingrays shut you out after 2 straight innings. Huntley just needs to not allow a lot of runs for this Stingrays team. They did it in the first, but can they repeat? That's the big question for Huntley.
All right, we'll find out how things will go. Stepping in there, it's going to be J.J. Words. Here's the pitch. She is going to go to Elk Grove High School, Breakfast Club. Once again, we're taking you back in time.
Older movies, yeah.
Yeah, with streaming now, you can see everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So old is new.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
There's a ground ball. Base hit. Gets by the second stacker on to first. So the base hit there by Wirtz, and she is going to be the first runner here in this top of the third frame. They're applying pressure, putting a lot of people on base, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for this Palatine team is getting those runners into scoring position and getting those leadoff hits. We've seen that now for 2 straight innings that the leadoff hitter has gotten on base.
Cartwright, the pitcher, and pop it up our way, and the net will stop it, though. Strike 1 it is. She wanted that first pitch she was really looking for, wasn't she?
Yeah, yeah. Being aggressive. I mean, that's what you got to do when you have a lead, a run lead, trying to get runners deeper into scoring position, but also to get on base yourself.
Lieb in the circle. Here comes the delivery. Cartwright, a swing and miss. Nice change of pace on that one. Had her fooled on that one. She was way out in front of that. Strike 2 it is.
That's just a strong pitch to do. You know that they're going to swing, so Cartwright fed the pitch from Lieb.
Here comes the 0-2 delivery, and it's going to be now 1-2. Get it out in the second. Got away from the catcher, so they advance by the runner. We like that. Stay aggressive on the base path.
Oh, yeah, keep running. Always got to be aware in these situations.
Keep putting pressure. Yeah, our batter is Kate Cartwright. We should have a 1-2 count. Here we go. 4-0 is the score count. So runner on second. They're going to move the center fielder right to play straight away. Here comes the pitch coming our way. It is going to be strike. That's going to be strike 3 on that one. Got that corner on that one. She's hit that quite well.
Just right at the bottom of the zone. Great pitching we're seeing from Lieb, reading what Cartwright did on the last 2 swings and giving her a pitch that she's got to try to swing at.
Katie May's up now, wearing number 1 uniform number. Inside, ball 1. Ball 1 it is. We've got the 1 out, as we mentioned, do we not? And here comes our delivery. Swing and fouled back.
That's a great way to
no,
advance.
Not foul. No, it was simply swing and a miss. Got away from the catcher. I thought she touched it, but she didn't. Just got away from the catcher and advanced onward. And I think there's almost I'm not sure. Well, coach just talking. Now we got a chance. Give me a fly ball. We got to run.
Yeah, sack fly. I mean, you only have 1 out. You got that opportunity right in front of you.
So runner on third it is. Here comes the delivery. Ooh, change of pace. Wonderful work. There's the out right there. And she says, me? Am I out? Or that? I guess that's only strike 2. Even we're wondering what that strike is. The skipper's really working hard down there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So just strike 2 it is, or less than 3, we'll say that. How about that? Here comes the delivery from Lieb. In the air, this is going to cause a play at home. And if it's caught, it wasn't. Well, there's no question now. The runner will circle second, head for third, And here comes the relay throw on to third, and it's thrown away. This might be no chance advancement there. They were saved by the softball staying in play. So right there, that's run number 5, was it not?
Yeah, RBI triple for Katie May. That's a way to kind of put the pressure on this Huntley team. That was great pitching we saw from Lieb for the first out, but that at-bat for the Stingrays really put the end to that momentum.
It did. Tipton at the dish now with a run-in, 5-0 lead. And a shot past the shortstop. Deegan couldn't do it. There's run number 6. Very atypical of the Red Raiders here for this game.
Yeah, surprising to see this type of performance from the Huntley pitching as well.
They had moved Erickson out to left field, and that got by the starting pitcher Deegan, who moved to the shortstop position. 6-0. We had a run score there, so we have 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0. We're charting. Here we go. Oh, there's a delayed steal and out at second, I do believe. Yes, all right. Good defense that time. Well done on that one to get an out. Taylor Melton is at the dish from the left side. But again, 6-0 the lead is for the Palatine Stingrays, who really are stinging it too, the Red Raiders, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
They're living it up. There's their nickname. A great shot out there. We appreciate a great camera work again. We get to see some of the individual players out in the field in the beautiful facility that we call Judson University. All the work coming from the great staff that is Beacon Academy out of South Elgin High School. Ben Erickson in class. Here goes the delivery. Shot right back to the pitcher. Oh, through her. Shortstop has it. Deegan over the first. Yes. So 2 runs in that frame. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, it is going to be the Palatine Stingrays 6, the Huntley Red Raiders nothing.
Yeah, it's just a game of runs right now. Palatine, obviously, their runs are a little larger. Their runs and streaks are getting runs on the board. Huntley's runs are kind of more just defensive and shutting down the Stingrays. But Huntley's got to start putting some runs on the board like the team that we know they are and the team that puts up these big leads. And this is going to be interesting to see. As we mentioned last inning, they've never trailed, so how are they going to respond? We'll see. This is a big half inning for them right here.
Hey, congratulations to you. You won. There's a great end of the school year. You won a couple nice awards, did you not, sir?
Yeah, for broadcasting. It was fun. Our whole sports kind of broadcast live team won, and I was just grateful enough to get a physical award for my commentating and with Ryan Lewin, one of our other guys. But it's just an overall team effort here at the Beacon Academy, and our cameras, directors, switchers. It's just I'm just the guy that speaks it out and speaks this overall production. So.
But you wouldn't trade that position for anything, would you?
Oh, no, it's great.
Kate Cartwright will be back to the circle. She's rearranging the circle right now as she gets some warm-ups in with a 6-0 lead for her squad. Palatine, you said Palatine was strong.
Yeah, and we're seeing it on display here. I mean, the walk-off win, I think, last night really kind of juiced up their team and got them a lot of energy. Huntley has kind of been in the position of leading by a ton of runs, so they kind of lay off a little towards the end. But I think the teams that are more battle-tested, like the Stingrays, are the ones that can make these deep runs to the championship.
And they've had low-scoring games. They've done very well pitching-wise. They've won 4-1 and 4-3, so they've had the defense and pitching.
Exactly. They're not allowing a lot of runs, but also, too, they're making runs when they count. Yeah. And right now, this is the first time we've seen them in control.
That's right. So that would bring up Lauren. Is it Smythe or Smith for Lauren? I see number 26 stepping in there doing up.
Yeah.
For the our Huntley Red Raiders. Here we go. Here's our delivery. Right back to the pitcher. Cartwright's got that on to first, just like that one out.
Yeah, that's just deflating for the Huntley Red Raiders team. You get a solid hit, and you're all ready for this next half inning, and then just a quick out like that.
Yep, that'll bring up Sophia Estorino from the left side. Yeah, they're aggressive. Oh, she faked the bunt or showed the bunt to draw the third second in a little bit. Pulled it back for ball 1. You want to get something going. You got to get some runners on, so that's not a bad idea. She's not the third sacker, tied close in now, so you might be able to slap it by her right there. So here comes the 1-0, and she wants to slap it right by her. To the shortstop, and out. They're good defensively. You saw the technique, though. She was trying to slap it to the left side and scoot.
Well, yeah, she put it in the right place, but the shortstop just making the play once again for Palatine. I mean, this game has really been decided over these long field throws.
Yeah. So that brings up Deegan, starting pitcher, who has moved to shortstop, will step into the dish here for the Raiders. Here comes the delivery. Shot up the middle, base hit. There we go. Runner on, 2 out. Center fielder juggling it, but no advancement there after the initial single. So we'll see how this will continue the inning.
Yeah, that's why Deegan's their number one hitter right now. I mean, just getting some type of offensive movement and hits in the infield and outfield are just big for Huntley. And now you got 2 of your best hitters coming up in Erickson and Zapata.
Little Sophia will step in there. Sophia. Here we go. She fakes the bunt, pulls the bat back. Again, trying to draw everybody close so she can scoot.
Yeah, smart play.
Yeah. They're trying to use the speed weapon to maybe generate some offense here for the Red Raiders. Third sacker not really in too tight. Dance in a little bit now. There's a little tapper.
There you go.
It might be in the center field for a hit. The runner, well, it doesn't quite. It just makes the lip of center field, but it is a situation first and second now with the 2 outs. So the inning continues.
Yeah, that's why the top of the order is so deadly for this Huntley team, because you have 2 great hitters to start, and you got 2 solid hitters in this tournament in Bezdusek and Zapata that always show up for this team.
Zapata up there right now. A long one would cut the lead in half.
That'd be big.
First pitch, outside corner. It is a ball. Just missed it right there. The Red Raiders showing a bit of life here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they trail 6-0. They want to get back into it. This is a semifinal game. Another semifinal game to follow after this, and then the championship game. This should go foul, just foul.
That was very
just
close.
Foul.
Wow.
Down that right field line. You saw it there. And that was awfully close to scoring 2 on that one.
Yeah, I mean, the speed from Deegan and Erickson, with those types of hits, you know that they're going to try to make those runs at home. So that was a really close hit to make something happen for the Red Raiders.
Gabby steps back into the dish. Here comes the delivery from the circle. This is shot to the left field side. Boy, she's swinging well on that one. That was a ground shot that went, if you will, all the way to the fence in foul territory. Have we seen a home run here over the 3 years you've been doing it?
Oh, yeah. I've seen 2 actually just in this tournament from Jessica Fuller on Huntley.
Right.
Yeah, so
nice.
That's one of the best hitters I've seen over my 3 years of doing this.
Yeah, it's still a pretty good poke to get out there. And that's a little outside. 1 and 2. Awfully close on that one. We always wait a count.
Yeah.
Those pitches near the outside corner can come your way. 2 on, 2 out. Here comes a delivery. A tap down the 3rd. Oh, muffed it. Here's going to load the bases, I think. She might have still to play it first, but that keeps the inning going. Once she looked to second for no chance, she might have been able to go to first after it came out of the glove, but the Red Raiders will take that. They load them up with 2 out.
Yeah, and it's perfect for Danny Bezdusek to be the cleanup hitter. She's always done a great job in these positions with the bases loaded, especially when you have 3 strong hitters in Deegan, Erickson, and Zapata. This could be a big play coming up for the Huntley Red Raiders, and you can already see it's kind of throwing the Stingrays off a little bit. They got to talk things over and work through
going
it.
back the other way.
Exactly, yeah.
Because a double would clear the bases.
Yeah.
So that would cut that lead in half. So Bezdusek has a chance, the opportunity here to get a lot of life into the Huntley Red Raiders here in this bottom of the 3rd inning.
And I think the biggest thing, too, is that the Stingrays just need 1 more out. So if you retire this last hitter for the Red Raiders, that's a big saving play made from Cartwright.
That's right. No question about that. So let's see how it plays out here at Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. Exciting softball action coming away. Here's your delivery. A shot by the shortstop. This should score 2. Oh, they're going to hold it right there. They're playing conservative. Scores just 1. It makes it a 6-1 game.
And now, look, Huntley has their best hitter of the tournament who has 2 home runs, Jessica Fuller. Never know. She could have a grand slam in her to tie this game up.
All right, so if you're thinking about doing something else besides this game, don't go away. It's getting closer now. Jessica will step in there. It's a 6-1 count. We see the bag still loaded. And Ben Erickson's walking down the line. He might have a pinch runner here. What is he doing right here for us? He's thinking.
Thinking of something, yeah.
Skipper Erickson's looking at what he's got roster-wise and looking to the bench. Dramatic moment for Ben, class of 71 way back when, class of 95, we should say Larkin High School. Okay, he thought about something. He's
Yeah,
ready to go.
Galishko coming in at first base.
That's it.
For
I knew it.
Dusek, yeah.
That's why we have you in the booth. So we did have that dramatic moment. Let's go get off the bench. Get the first. Sacks loaded. 2 out, 1 run in. Still trailing by 5. Key moment here in this semifinal game coming your way from Judson University. Let's see what will happen here. Here's the pitch. Change of pace. And you know what that was? A ball. That was close.
Took a minute to call it, yeah.
I never move my right arm until he does. That's our new motto for this one. Here we go. The 1-0 delivery coming our way. Here it is. And that is close as well. Ball 2. Good eye.
Yeah,
no
great
question
eye.
about that.
I mean, the experience is showing for Fuller. She's been in these situations a couple times.
Well, you like the comeback ability of your Huntley Red Raiders in this one. This is a key moment in the 3rd inning. Here comes a 2-0. Shot up the middle. This should score 2. Let's see if they round it. They will hold her. Not a fast runner there. So they once again get the 1-base movement up on the hit to with the bases loaded. So it's a 6-2 game. Methodically, we're doing it now.
Yeah. Deegan and Erickson, the 2 runners to score. This is a big half inning for Huntley. I mean, already answering the top of the 3rd that the Stingrays had. Now just have to score 4 more runs, and it could be easy with 3 runners out there and bases loaded. But the only thing is that they still have 2 outs, so you can't have those sac flies or pop outs.
That's right. That should bring up Lieb, would it not?
Yeah, Claire Lieb pitcher.
All right, 6-2, back in it anyway. 2 outs still remain, sack still loaded. Key moment here in this exciting semifinal game coming away. Here comes the delivery in the air. It's catchable, it looks like. It is caught, and that's going to wrap the inning up. That was a big play there.
Yeah, huge play for Palatine to save it and get out. Only allowing 2 runs. You still get that 4-run lead heading into the top of the 4th. I mean, that could have been even worse for Palatine going into the 4th.
We are ready to hear from the good folks at Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling for all your heating or cooling needs. Count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. What's going to happen in this top of the 4th frame, young man?
I think I could definitely see the Stingrays try to answer. I mean, Huntley hasn't allowed the Stingrays to score in just the 1st inning. The last 2, a combined 6 runs. That's where they've done their scoring for Palatine. If Huntley can just have that same start to the game as they have right now, that'd be huge for their team. And to score 2 runs and outscore them in the last 2.5 innings.
All right, that sets the stage for this top of the 4th frame. Lieb still in the circle for Huntley. And do we have any other changes? He looked like the umpire was making some changes.
Looks like we'll stay the same, yeah.
All right, we'll go stabilize. Here we go. Our leadoff hitter for this top of the 4th frame. The delivery from Claire, a shot to the mound almost, to we should say the circle. No mound in our sport here, but the circle just to the left of it. And that's out number 1. I thought that was going to trail out a little bit to the center field, didn't you?
Yeah. But the good thing is that Huntley is giving the Stingrays what the Stingrays gave them last inning, a quick pop-out, fly-out to start an inning. That's what Huntley needs right now.
Kelly Siegmeyer up now. Siegmeyer from the left side of the dish. They're swinging. This is going to be foul, not catchable, but everybody's staying aggressive, I guess.
Got to be careful. You never know.
Yeah. So we'll do it again. 1 strike it is. 6-2. Life has been brought back into the Huntley Red Raiders with their 2 runs in the bottom of the last half inning. See if they can get out of this 4th frame easily and get to the bat again. Here comes the pitch. Bouncing in their ball. 1-1 it is. On Kelly. Slightly behind schedule. Time-wise, we are for the tournament today with rain here in the Midwest. There's a ground ball. Taken by 2nd over the 1st and out number 2. Seems so easy now, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a big out for Huntley to get because Siegmeyer in the last inning had an RBI triple and scored a run. And getting one of their best hitters out early in this inning is such a big play for your team.
Taylor Moser would step up to the dish next with 2 out, nobody on. This would be since the 1st that no score was taking place by Palatine in their at-bats, and it might end up this way, although This is catchable. Yeah,
There you
1,
go.
2, 3. At the end of 3.5 innings of play, it is going to be your Palatine Stingrays 6, the Huntley Red Raiders 2, and coming to bats.
That's a huge play for Huntley. Erickson making the catch in left field. 3 up and 3 down is what Huntley needed to get some momentum. You scored 2 runs in the bottom of the third, and now you let up no runs to the Stingrays in the top of the fourth. Huntley had a great inning last one, getting runners on base and loading up the bases. If they can do that again one more time, this could be a very different game than we've been seeing.
No question about that, Nick, and this very important half inning this is now, because we always feel we get close to that 75-minute mark as we get to the fourth as well.
Fourth and fifth, that's kind of the range where we've been seeing the games ending.
We get concerned with that, and the 10-run rule wouldn't apply here, but certainly the time element is taking place. There's a semifinal game to follow after that, and then Nick will deliver the championship game for this tournament, the third annual I-90 invite, as we see Tipton warming up out there in the outfield. Again, our great crew, they're working hard. 12-hour days, like you say.
Oh, yeah. A
So
lot of work goes into it.
It is. And we appreciate all their fine work and the great ability they have to deliver this, all South Elgin High School students, Beacon Academy, delivering all the goods to you here. And we are talking to you from Elgin, Illinois, and South Elgin, just a high school just a couple of miles away from this site. Judson University, well known for being a wonderful school. They have a very good sports teams, do they not, sir?
Yeah, they have 22 sports teams in the NAIA division in Chicagoland area. I mean, a lot of well-respected sports and a bunch of different aspects, too.
There should be Ledgerwood leading off, is it not?
Yeah.
There's a tapper right back to the pitcher. Well, they're swinging early, no question about that.
Yeah, and that's 3 innings in a row. The leadoff hitter has hit a pop right over to the pitcher.
That's something. So 1 out, nobody out. Let's see how it goes from this point. That should bring up Lauren. She'll step in there, and we'll see how this plays. Infield playing second, deeper at second than they are at short, third, or first. And that's going to be ball 1, was it not? Our 26 is up there. Yeah, that's Lauren. Here we go. Ball 1. Look in for the signal. Here comes the delivery from Cartwright, and that's going to be a strike. We can see it from here. 1-1. Here comes our pitch. It is going to be bouncer, and it stays fair. Boy, you couldn't hit it better. It's right for defensively, right to the first sacker.
Yeah, that was 2 quick outs.
Wow.
That's great defense from Huntley being ready for Palatine to be ready.
Yeah, we might have lost some of the momentum, Huntley, that they had in the last half inning.
Yeah.
Serena will get in there. Sophia will step in. And 2 out, nobody on, rather swiftly here in the bottom of the 4th frame. Team in the field leading by 4-6-2, and there's going to be a base hit. So 1 on and 2 out now. And that will bring up Kylie Deegan to the dish.
Top of the order coming up. Could be the same thing we saw last inning. 2 outs and a bunch of runners trying to get on base for Huntley. I mean, you got your 3 best hitters coming up. This could be big again for the Red Raiders.
Could be indeed. They trail by 4. They need to get going here. The bottom of the 4th inning. We play 6 innings, but only 75 minutes, whichever comes first, I guess.
Looks like we'll probably have one more inning for both teams. So this is one of the last chances for Huntley in this game if they just cut the lead just a little bit more like they did the last inning.
All right. We've got to do it with 2 outs. Let's see how it plays. Ooh, change-up. Nice-looking pitch. Ball. It was.
Another close
outside.
pitch, yeah.
It was. That time I was waiting for the right arm. Yeah. Here we go. 2-0. The delivery's coming our way. And there's going to be a shot. Second set. I can't handle this. This is going to keep the runners going to go to third. That's going to draw a throw. No, they throw it to second. First and third. 2 out. That was great. Great aggressive base running there.
Oh, yeah. That's what the Red Raiders are known for with Estorino and Erickson, 2 of the fastest players on this team and 2 of the fastest players in this tournament. Huntley loves to steal bases in these moments.
Here comes Erickson to bat. While we're thinking of it, we thank our great scoreboard operators as well. We've had about 22, but the main lady's here, and she had half the Red Raiders came in the previous game to do like a half inning and scoot. So if you're in the area, come on out. You can run the scoreboard. That's how we see it. Isn't that right, kids? All right. But we do appreciate your great work. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do the play-by-play without you kids working. So first and third, and there's some question I can do it even with them.
Yeah.
That's right. Here we go. First, second, and third. Second, third. Now Tapper. This is going to be a tough play. She's got to use her speed. Sophia, can you do it? What's the call? Safe. Safe. A run comes in.
That's what we were talking about. Erickson with the speed to get safe at first, and that's throwing off the Stingrays team a little bit. Palatine coaching not happy right now.
That was a close play. We're not at the best angle to see that, but she looked to be safe.
Yeah, I think she was safe. I think that was the right call, and now you got Zapata coming up. This could be big.
It is 6-3. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch is strike one, outside corner. Zapata can be a good-looking athlete. She steps out for a moment, clears her thoughts, back into the dish. Here comes the delivery from the circle. A shot our way. And ball, strike two, we should say. 0-2 it is. There you see Erickson, the pint-sized speedster. She's ready to run. Checking information. She's going to give it a go here. She might be scooting on this one. It's a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. A ground ball. Won't get a force out at second. You have to go to first. Throw over to first. Nice defense. Nice defense all the way. They do score a run, as it would turn out. But the lead still stands at 3 runs into 4 full innings of play. It is the Palatine Stingrays 6 and the Huntley Red Raiders 3.
Yeah, Huntley scored a run for the second inning in a row. Palatine let up one more run, but they did a good job once again. I mean, you had a ton of runners deep into scoring position at third, and even Erickson at first. You got to be careful. Only allowing 1 run is good in innings and games like these.
Well said, sir. Hey, you know, Darryl Barnes Photography, we know them. This time out sponsored by Darryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family, and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. You can contact Darryl Barnes Photography at darrylbarnes.com. He's a great photographer, no question about that, and his son is one of the leading products of Beacon Academy. He's now down in Florida, Miami, Florida, doing a great job with that. So that's what we have. What's going to happen this half inning?
You're going to see a response from Huntley. I mean, you score a run in back-to-back innings. You got to have another shutout inning if you want to have a chance, because it looks like, based on our time and our ruling, this could be the last 2 half innings of play, and Huntley doesn't want to give up any runs because that 3-run lead that the Stingrays have is very manageable to come back when you have a strong team like the Red Raiders.
All right, lead still in the circle. We start the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. A fly ball. Boy, this is deep. Not so much deep as high in the air. Not caught. What have we got? It's a safe right there. Single, as it turns out. We'll be kind to the scorer's table on that one. So a high pop that falls in for a base hit, and the first runner is on.
That was super high in the air. That's a good way to start with a nice high hit like that.
Didn't carry as far as I thought it might, but it certainly got up in the air quickly. So 1 on, nobody out. It's a very important half inning in the case of the Raiders. And that's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1.
Good pitching from Lieb coming into the game as she did.
Yeah. It didn't look good early, and she stabilized. As far as the Red Raiders' comeback ability, a high pitch on that one. Ball 2 it is. Ball 2. At the dish is Skylar Spadale, we should say, is it not, Skylar? Spells that first name Skylar. Spadale, if you're checking at home, S-P-E, Dale. There's the tapper, knocked down by the third sacker, and first, it's not in time. All right, so 2 are on now. No advancement there. Advance to second, we should say, from first to second. And this is a big portion of the contest as well. As you mentioned, you got to stop them here. Yeah. The Red Raiders have that hope.
Yeah, especially with the big hitters coming up for the Stingrays. I mean, you got J.J. Ritz, who already scored a run for the Stingrays and now up to bat with 2 runners on base. This could be big for the Stingrays.
She tries a bunt, goes foul. 1 strike. J.J., get back in there. She's getting the long look to the coach for signals. 2 on, 1 out. Squad's up by 3, 6-3, top of the 5th frame. This is semifinal action coming your way. Another one to follow after this one. Then the championship till tonight. Ground ball. This will advance the runners all the way because the toss to second doesn't go. They had the force out there, or the out at first if you wanted. tried to get the force out at second, dropped by the shortstop. So it's going to be a bases loaded situation now.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is there's no outs right now. So this is huge for the Stingrays. You can have those pop flies, and the runners can tag in advance. Stingrays in a really good position to grow the lead even more.
No question about that. And Cartwright, who is the pitcher on this one, will step to the dish. This is very important if there's going to be a chance for a comeback for the Red Raiders. As you mentioned, it doesn't look good right now. It can be salted away by a very good squad that we call Palatine. And we'll find out what happened. Palatine Stingrays. First pitch is a ball. Lead signal. Here's a delivery from the circle. Ground ball, shortstop. This could be the throw of the third for one. The run will score. That was not a bad play. Probably couldn't make the double play. The play was right in front of her. So she went to third for the out, but a run comes in, makes it 7-3. Runners on first and second, now one out.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's the biggest thing. Since you have no outs, you can make plays like those if you're the Stingrays to just kind of grow the lead, especially with this Huntley team being able to score runs as they do.
Yeah, it was good for Palatine. Even with the out, they get a run. So it was a win-win situation. Katie May is your batter now. Where's number one? May looks to Coach. Coach says, I'm turning my back on you. Get back in there. She'll step back in. Here comes a delivery by Lee. Pops it up. Boy, this one's really carrying. This would be a great catch if made. My heavens, I said pop. That went all the way to the fence. We're going to have one run in. A play at third, safe there, a double, and another RBI. That really carried, didn't it?
Yeah, that was close to going out. I mean, I've seen Jessica Fuller for Huntley. She had the same hit, and it looked like it wasn't going to go out, and it did.
That hit a jet stream, didn't it?
Yeah, that was
There's
very
wind.
close.
We saw the wind camera out there.
Yeah.
That must have hit that gust right there. That really elevated. That was a wallop. So it's 8-3 now, second and third, and still only the one out. Palatine playing the tough team they are now, fouls it back. They're really playing aggressive and good, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, very aggressive. And the biggest thing is getting those base hits and then getting the big plays like May had with doubles sprinkled in there.
No question about that. That was a wallop for that one. Carried well out there, all the way to the fence. So runners on second and third, two in already. 8-3 lead. We put it in the air again. This should be catchable in foul territory. Yes, it is. For the second out. They'll take that defensively. Two out now. The runners remain at second and third. That would bring up to the plate to Taylor Melton would be the next batter. She from the left side of the dish. So the squad, Huntley Red Raiders, want to get out of there with no more danger, if you will, no more chaos till in it with a 5-run deficit, if you will. Two out. Get the out at first, dance off a third they do, ball one. So the key for the Huntley Red Raiders the next half inning will be life or death.
Yeah, exactly.
Here comes the one ball delivery from the circle. Lieb delivers, and that is going to be a strike. 1-1 it is.
That's just great framing from Bizdusek to kind of keep it up and make that call easy for the umpire and get strike one.
No question about that. Here comes the delivery. Change of pace. A little too high. Next year, your crew is going to wire audio-wise this umpire.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll hear the strike.
We could get a umpire.
We won't go by hand
yeah.
signals. We go audio calls. Tell Ben Erickson that, will you?
Well, yeah, it was easy when it was nice out. We could have the window open.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be the next pitch is a strike. We knew it. 2-2 it is. Two out.
It's a big pitch for Huntley.
Two in. 8-3 the count. Yeah, it is. Give him a chance because, as you say, the time element's going to get us in the next half inning, I think. Here comes the pitch. That could be a little outside. 3-2.
So you either load the bases or you get the final out of the inning. This is big for both teams right now.
It is. Everything. It could seal the victory for Palatine or give the Red Raiders, we should say, a little help when they stay away from her power. Walker with the outside pitch she didn't go for. So that should set up Gianna Demos, who should step in here now. Bases loaded. Had a lot of runners on base, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Demos was one of the runners that scored earlier, and the biggest thing is you have Siegmeyer coming up. She already had an RBI triple in this game.
So Demos swinging I guess it wasn't fouled. It stopped by maybe the umpire stopped that from getting to the backstop. So it is going to be one strike. And here we go for Demos. Base is loaded, 2 in, 8-3. The team batting leading by that. We're at the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to stay a little high for 1-1. It looks like. See Cart right there ready to roll. Great. Again, we got great, many cameras out there. Here comes the delivery from Lieb. And that will be a good-looking pitch. Strike 2. 1-2, I'll say. We're guessing that situation at this point. We'll find out if we're correct on that. Here comes the delivery. It is a swing and a miss. That's going to be the drop, 3rd strike. She's out. Do we tag her right there? Must have touched her right there. So let's see what's going on right now. It's 2 runs in that inning. 4.5 innings in the books right now. It is going to be Palatine 8 and the Huntley Red Raiders 3. This might be our last half inning. We might be discussing that right now, don't you think there, Nick?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, we're just a couple minutes, about 7 minutes away from getting that time limit, but I think Huntley needs to answer in a big way.
We're going to have Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber is what we have in mind for you. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installation of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Nick?
Yeah, the Stingrays controlling the game since the start, scoring 4 runs in the second and haven't looked back. 4 runs in the last 3 innings. Huntley made it a game in the last inning, but then the response from the Stingrays grew back the lead. And now Huntley's last-second effort, and I think the biggest thing is your top of the order for Huntley already played last inning and already hit at bat. So now you got to go rely on the middle of the lineup. You got Bizdusik to lead it off. Fuller, one of the best hitters in the tournament, on deck. This is going to be a big effort, last-minute effort needed for Huntley if they want to have a chance to go to the championship.
See how cold it is? See that lady wrapped up behind home plate there? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
She's mummified. That's how chilly.
I mean, you got to, yeah. I mean, I could pull up what the actual temperature
is. It's probably mid-50s, isn't it?
Yeah, 56 right now.
All right. But it was like 83 yesterday, so that's quite a drop. Here's the first pitch, ball 1. Ball 1, it is. Bizdusik is in there. Yeah, this is a big half inning. They discussed a little bit there, so that time element, as you said, must be in doubt or must be within reach. How about that?
Yeah, I think this might be the last time we see both teams right here.
Strike 1, 1-1, so a big rally it must be for the Huntley Red Raiders. They'd be able to complete this half inning. So even if we do get to the 75th minute, we continue to see what would happen in these 3 outs. Here comes the 1-1. That should be just a little outside, 2-1.
That's an underrated part right now for Huntley is you got to rely on your eye. You got to trust the pitches you're getting. Bizdusik doing a good job working it at a 2-1 count.
Shot is fair ball down the 3rd baseline. It should be 2. Circles first. She'll get into second base. Right there. Nice start there. Runner on second. Nobody out. Great start. That'll bring up Jessica Fuller next to the dish. And we might have a courtesy runner here. What are we talking? Yeah, courtesy runner will come out.
Yeah, subbing in for the catcher, Galishko coming into second. Want to give Bizdusik some rest and get your speed out there for Huntley.
So we got the fleet foot out there at second. Nobody out. They need 5 at least to keep this thing going and 6 to walk away win, I would think.
Yeah.
First pitch.
Good eye there.
Is a little inside, ball 1. Jessica Fuller. You like her ability, don't you?
Yeah, 2 home runs in the tournament. She needs one right here if she wants to help Huntley.
Jessica, ground ball it. Base hit it is. Runner had to hold up. We might hold her here at 3rd. No, coming home. There will not be a play at home. They'll keep the runner at first, but that's a run right there. 8-4 it would be.
Good call there from Coach Erickson. Knowing the speed that you have on this team, knowing that you got to get some type of runs and don't have to worry about the outs right now.
Yeah. So the lead now down to 4, 1 on, nobody out. First pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Batter is Lieb. She's taking her time getting back into the batter's box. Cartwright, the delivery from the circle. Here it is, a change of pace. That is going to be a little too tall. 0-2. Cartwright might be getting a little bit more fatigued here, don't you think? She seems to be wandering around the circle a little bit more. Not liking that call, perhaps, or that pitch from her. Fastball there fouled back. She came right back with that one.
Yeah, good effort swing there from lead. They're just trying to get contact, and with Fuller's speed, you can get one, maybe even two more bases off a single hit.
Hey, when the skipper come out here, might have saw Lieb disturbed a little bit with that call maybe, or just rushing that pitch, that last one we had. Might have thrown her off a little bit, but she might be getting fatigued as well, as they're awfully close to victory, and that's what the skipper's reminding her. You're just 3 outs away from wrapping this up, my dear.
Yeah. Good coaching from both teams we've seen the entire day. Both teams know how to rally each other and how to get the momentum back on their side. We saw that with Huntley when Coach Erickson called a timeout and got his team some runs on the board.
All right, stepping back in there again. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. In the air, this is catchable. Second sacker has not have it. It was catchable but not caught, and it will be the advancement of 1 base. The wind is playing a little havoc on those pops, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So first and second, we're still alive if you're a Huntley Red Raider fan. See what happens here. That would bring up Ledgerwood, would it not? She's looking to skipper Erickson for the signal. Ben says, I'm backing up. I want you to hit over my head. That's what it seems like Ben's saying from third base, coaching box. Here comes the pitch in the air, and this might be an out, and it is. Great catch in foul territory. Come back in, so that's going to be out number 1.
Great play there from the Stingrays. Awareness.
Wonderful play. Lauren will step in now. And we have 1 out. We feel this would be the last half inning, so the uprising for Huntley and the Red Raider fans, they have to continue this half inning as long as they can and at least tie it up. They trail by 4, 2 runners on, 1 out. Exciting semifinal play coming away from Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. We're happy you've joined us. The I-90 invite coming your way on Beacon Academy. Here's the pitch. It is going to be outside, a little outside on that one. Here we go. 2 runners on. Delivery, that one gets away. The runner should advance. Second, third, it will be. A single here to the outfield would make it an 8-6 game. A very big at bat right here.
Yeah,
Nick.
Huge at bat for Lauren, number 26 for Huntley. Now you got 2 runners, both in scoring position. This could be big for the Red Raiders.
No question about that. 2-1. The delivery, it's a ground ball, second base. Nice stop on to first. One will score. Make it 8-5. Runner advances to third, but we're running out of time and outs.
Yeah, 1 last out for Huntley. 1 last chance. You still have a runner over at third, but a run did score for the Red Raiders, so that helps them out in this one.
And the skipper's going to come out again. What's he going to say here? Is he making a pitching change?
Probably saying the same thing. We could see a pitching change, but just give credit to Huntley.
We are. He's taking the ball. It's 8-5. We're 2 out in the 5th inning. Runner on third and 2 out, and we'll have a pitching change as Cartwright comes out. Can you catch that number? It looks like a 44 there. 44 will check in. That would be Courtney Kubek. Will check in. Kubek for some. Kubek, K-U-B-E-K. She should get a chance to massage the circle there and get a chance to get a couple tosses in.
Interesting decision for the Stingrays. Obviously, your starting pitcher didn't allow a ton of runs in the game, but I guess you could make that change if the coaching staff sees something different, if they need a momentum change.
She's a lefty, which might be a key component for this batting change, lefty to lefty. And a hard thrower. So, yeah, we'll find out what else is happening here. It's 8-5. We have 75-minute limitations on these contests here. We're nearing that. This could be our last potential out. This is a semifinal game. The winner will advance to play in the championship game. So a lot of things on the line here, and they've gone to the bullpen for Kubek to come in. Courtney getting her warm-up tosses here. And we'll find out what it is.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, too. Cartwright, who was just the pitcher for the Stingrays, now moving to catcher for Palatine.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting decision.
Yeah, it is. A lot of movement there. If we were short of time on 75 minutes, all those movements took us to that. That's what we did there. I'm going to make 6 switches here. See how that works on my time. All right, here we go. Runner on third, 2 out. Is this the last batter for the Huntley Red Raiders as their quest for the championship game could end right that way? Kubek throws it to first. Innings over. Is the game. Is the game over? Let's see how it plays. What do you think, Nick? Oh, we're going out. We're going out. How close are we time-wise? Do you know, my dear? It looks like. Is it? So we're awfully close. We're going to continue. We'll play as long as we won't drop.
Yeah,
so we're ready.
All right. Well, that helps Huntley out a big time. Just down 3 runs, and you still get one more chance. This is big for the Stingrays. They got to get something on the board, or at least stop Huntley from scoring a ton of runs.
I like the fact that we're going to have a Rosen coming your way. Rosen, this time out sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, what kind of car do you have, young man?
Prius, Toyota Prius.
All right, we won't talk to you. It's Rosen Express Online, buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. Rosen. We appreciate all the great sponsors that we have, and Rosen's been with us for many a season. I like this. 2 quality teams are allowed to play out the whole game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you got one of the best hitters for the Stingrays to lead it off and to get some momentum, Siegmeyer. A lot of action so far in this game, and you can see it right here.
Base hit to center field. Siegmeyer will be on first with nobody out. Lieb still in the circle for the Red Raiders. Bring up our next hitter for the Palatine Stingrays.
Taylor Moser, number 10, another strong hitter, back-to-back.
All right. Here's the delivery. Tapper back. Force out. No, get the sure out at first. Good play there. That's what I would do in that one. Get that sure out. Runner advances to second, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning.
Well, yeah, we saw Huntley learn from their mistakes early on in the 4th inning. They made that wrong play over to second when they could have got the easy out at first.
Yeah, it's important to get the outs. Kubek will get in there. She's now pitching. Courtney will step to the dish. Her favorite movie, League of Their Own. That's only 32 years old. You enjoy that movie, don't you? Mm-hmm. All right. There we have it. It is a wonderful movie, no question about it. The early 90s, they had Madonna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Here we go. It is going to be a pitch that is strike right there. We knew it. 1-1. One's dot the scoreboard. 1-1 and 1 out here in the 6th inning. Leave the signal from the circle. Here is the delivery. Ground ball. It hit the runner. It hit the runner. She's going to be out. And the batsman will go to first, but the runner is out. Do you see that bounce up, hit her in the face area?
Yeah, we hope she's okay.
Yeah. She had a protection, but it scooted right up. It would hit her no matter what, but at the last second, bounce up, hit her in the face area.
Yeah.
So she is out the way the rule goes. 2 out, runner on first. See if she's all right. Oh, we're going to have a runner. I think we're going to have a designated runner for the first lady on first. We are. That's a pitcher. Kubek will sit down for a moment or two, and the designated runner will come off the bench. That would be Taylor Moser. So a 1 on, 2 out, up by 3, Palatine batting. The Red Raiders wait for their last at bat in the bottom of this frame. There's a shot to left field. See, had she not gotten hit, that would have been a run right there.
Yeah.
So now first and second, 2 out.
Yeah, unfortunate play for the Stingrays. Helps out Huntley big time.
Yep, no question about that. So now stepping in there, J.J. will. So let's find out what this will take place. 2 on, 2 out, leading by 3, 8-5. We bat in the top of the 6th inning. Palatine does. Popped towards the it's touch. It's going to be a fair ball. And it's going to be, you could call that a hit or an error, but once she touched it in fair territory, it was an active in play.
Took a long time for the ump to signal. I think that could have caused some of the confusion for the Huntley Red Raiders.
He perhaps couldn't find where it was going as well. It was just slightly above the head coming out of the batter's box there. So sacks are loaded. All kinds of intriguing situations in this semifinal game coming your way. The winner will play the championship game sometime today or later tonight. Popped, we're going to do it again, almost the same play, except it was in foul territory. Wow, how often do you see that?
Yeah, you
About
don't
8
see it a
feet
lot,
tall,
yeah.
some in front of home, some right to the catcher. That's it right there. So we go to the final half inning. It's do or die for the Huntley Red Raiders. They're down by 3. Most intriguing thing would be if they tie it up, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that
be-
was a big play to get the Stingrays with bases loaded to get that third out for Huntley and not allow any more runs to be scored. The lead still stays at 3 runs, and with this Huntley team, you start with the top of the lineup. This is huge for Huntley, especially since we thought that would have been their last inning in the 5th, and now you get one more chance, we think, at the bottom of the 6th.
We do. Well, they're taking the field, so that's a sure thing that we're ready for action as well. They're down by 3, so happy you've joined us, whoever it might be, watching on YouTube or where have you on your phone. We're delighted to be aboard here from Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. The I-90 invite. We've had a wonderful tilt here. The winner of this game will play the championship game later tonight, and we have a semifinal game to follow this game in time. So that's how we have it. It's fun. Nick, we appreciate you being aboard. You've done yeoman duty. How many games have you done this weekend? 12,
A good
14?
amount. Yeah.
A good amount. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm only in my second game, but I'm old. You've seen my tapes. I'm old. So it's fun to do. We're going to see the hard-throwing pitcher out there once again taking place. Courtney Kubek, again, a great name in Major League Baseball. Tony Kubek, who was a wonderful shortstop in the Mickey Mantle time frame. I think he's Rookie of the Year in '57 for Tony Kubek and had a very fine career. Then he went to NBC television and did color commentary long before you were born, young man, but did have a good career with that. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. This will be a base hit. All right, the inning starts intriguingly enough. 1 on. That was Deegan with a single, and she got that up, so 1 on, nobody out. This could be fun, kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want, to split the gap for your leadoff hitter. This is what Huntley wants to see, your 3 best hitters up to bat here to try to make the comeback happen.
Erickson to the dish. She's got the great speed. She'll fake the bunt, draw the infield a little bit tighter, and the runner stays at first. Catcher walks out there. He says, challenger, if you're going, I'm getting you. So that's going to be, I believe that pitch was a ball. Not sure what we had that one. We'll go with that. We'll find out here next. Here comes the delivery by the southpaw. It's fake a bunt again. And that looks like a 2-tall pitch as well. So we could see a 2-0 count. We're confirmed by the umpire. It is 2-0. We like that. I'm going to insist he do that on every pitch. That's right. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. Again, Courtney just in the game briefly to get that final out last time to face a lefty. She throws hard. This pitch is going to be a strike. 2-1. Exciting softball action coming your way. Palatine in the field. Huntley Red Raiders at the bat. It's been a doozy, hasn't it? Especially the comeback ability of the Raiders.
Yeah.
And the element of, that's high. A pitch that will be 3-1. That would put the second runner on with another miscue and tie it up with a long one. So here it is. Big pitch here, 3-1. Their team's down by 3. 1 on, nobody out. Last at bat, if they don't score at least 3, there's going to be a strike. The on the corner strike, 3-2.
Yeah, it looked a little low at first, but an ump calls it strike, and now this makes it a really interesting full count pitch.
No question. This is a big one for this game to continue. 3-2, the pint size. Erickson at the dish. Here's the pitch. She taps it to first. It's fair. Out right there. The runner will advance to second. Well, that takes care of 1 out. The runner does advance, but that slap to the first second was ideally right to the bag and to the mitt. If you will.
Yeah, it helped for the Stingrays. It's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it for Huntley, and that's a big first out, especially given Erickson's speed and stealing ability.
Gabby Zapata will step to the dish now. Zapata. Here it is. Tapper. She might beat this one out. It's got to be a perfect throw to first. The throw to first is. And call her out, do they not? That's right behind the pole for us here. 2 out. Good play defensively because that wasn't easy. Now, Gabby doesn't have the great foot speed, but still that's a long throw from third. So 2 out, down to the last opportunity here, you would think, potentially for the Huntley Red Raiders. And they'll step in there now. Let's see what's going to happen in this situation. Runner on third, 2 out. First pitch outside. Our batter is Miss Dusek. She's got power hitting ability, doesn't she?
Yeah, definitely, especially in that catcher position as well.
A long one wouldn't tie it, but it would make it interesting. At 8-7, she fouls it and runs it out. Strike one. This could be the last batter. The winning team would advance to play in the championship game tonight with one semifinal game coming our way next.
This is a big at-bat for Biz Dusek because you have Fuller on deck. That would be huge for Huntley if they could get another runner out there.
No question. The intrigue would be perfect for us. Popped up. I wish I had my glove. I could have had that. Almost. So now it's a 2-strike. You're going right down to the final pitch. It was a game that saw the Palatine squad lead at one time 6-0. So it's been exciting after that point.
Oh, yeah, definitely. In the bottom of the third, that's where Huntley started the comeback. Let's see if they can try to complete it here.
Here's the big pitch. Ooh, I'm waiting for the right arm. Not this time. Wow, that was close, wasn't it?
A couple close pitches now, a couple close calls, yeah.
No question about that. So it's 2-2. 2 out, runner on third, 8-5 the count. Team batting down by 3. Here comes the pitch. In the air. Hey, this is really well hit. The left fielder can't get it.
There you
it's
go.
Overhead. Now we're 8-6 and stop at second, says Skipper Erickson. A double, we'll call it. She never touched her glove. It's a double, and it's now the 8-6 count.
That's exactly what you want, especially Fuller now up to bat, and you got Lieb on deck. Huntley getting closer now, getting closer.
Great. This is a wonderful game. If you joined us and it was 6-0 and you left us, you're kicking yourself right now, aren't you?
Yeah,
you really
exactly.
are. Darn it. Got close. 8-6 is getting down to this final batter. A long one could tie it up.
That'd be amazing, especially it's just been such a good game back and forth. You like to see this competitive play.
You do. Oh, there's a ground ball. This is in between Kenneth Mason. It's over. It is over. It is an 8-6 final. She got jammed on that one and went down to the first baseman. 8-6 final. That means Palatine will advance to play in the championship game tonight. They will advance. And that's our final right there. Final thoughts, sir.
That was just a great game to watch. One of the probably the best games of the tournament I've seen. Huntley made the comeback in the bottom of the third and just rode that wave all the way to make it close in the bottom of the sixth. Both teams battling out, and the Red Raiders ultimately fall to the Stingrays, and Palatine did a great job on the defensive end.
All right, Nick, we appreciate that. Nick Martinez and staff, we appreciate all the great work of Beacon Academy. We're going to say so long for just a little bit. Palatine wins it. They'll play in the championship game. When we next return, we'll have another semifinal game coming away from Judson University, Elgin, Illinois. We'll see you in just a little bit.